Hey guys, this is Matt with another Minecraft video. I'm here with DefectiveClaws, and he's one of our new mods on mnb.net, and I'll be interviewing him for the Get to Know a Mod series. So how's it going, Defective?
It's going pretty great, I guess.
So
It's
I
gonna
have,
be a nice.
so this is right now we're at your island on the skyblock server on mnb.net. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. I haven't. I was kind of embarrassed because this is the first time I've been on the skyblock server. Like I'm a noob here, but this is awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a moment just to ask you some things. I can't get away from doing showcases.
All
Um,
right.
but so how long did this take to build?
Let's see. I've been playing this server since it recently reset. So this, oh my gosh. So this has pretty much taken ever since the server reset, which was about like what, close to a month ago, I'd say.
Uh-huh. So
So I've,
so a month ago. So you've built all this in 1 month?
I guess, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. I'll have to walk around here as we're chatting. So this is mainly going to be about you as a mod. So when did you first start playing this server? I can assume more than a month ago.
Um, I've started playing the server about a year ago, November 10th.
Hmm. And
And ever
and
since then, I've just kind of stayed here and loved it ever since.
enjoyed Skyblock. So what do you like most about M&B?
Pretty much just the fact that it's a smaller community than anything like what is it this isn't anything like Mineplex or anything, so it's a lot
Yeah.
smaller of a community, and we've got a lot more of like a friendlier community than a lot of the other servers I've been on. So I've enjoyed myself here quite a bit.
Yeah, that was totally my experience too, and one of the things that caused me to be attracted to M&B. So when I left my last server, which was a Skyblock server like this, I actually checked out a bunch of different servers, and M&B was one that really stuck with me because the people were so nice. You know, it was actually welcoming, and that was unusual. You know, you still have jerks everywhere, but
Oh yeah.
relatively few. And this is kind of cool. I like what you got here. This is a mob grinder, and
Yeah, this is one of Ninja Potato's design. He's my island member. You'll see him AFKing right underneath you.
yeah, I did. I checked them out.
Yeah, he sat there and he was using or he built this on the prison server a while ago when he was free, and he's been
Uh-huh.
telling me about. And he said he wanted to try it on this, and so this has been our main source of money so far. It's pretty much 10 grinders in one.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I'm actually familiar with this design. I built something like this on my own skyblock, but not at this scale. You've got it. You've got it. I did just one of these with four of these little triangular platforms, 4 levels
yeah,
high, and it looks like you've got one, two, three, like 10 of these platforms, 4 levels high. So,
yeah.
but otherwise, I'm familiar with the whole water and the hopper clock or whatever you got going on up there. Um,
Yeah, this is pretty much the most efficient I've ever seen it,
yep.
actually, so I'm surprised with how many things have been falling.
Yeah, well, it makes you look good, so that's great. Perfect for
Oh,
the
exactly.
cameras. And then I see you collecting with mine carts with hoppers. That's cool.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
so you were just made a mod at like last Friday, right? So
Yes.
you and I are like two of the three brand new mods, junior mods. X Crunchy's a third. And
Oh, yeah.
so what was that like for you? What was your experience becoming a junior mod? How did you learn
Um,
about it?
well, I've pretty much known about junior mods, well, pretty much ever since I've been here, and I've kind of strived to want to be one
Uh-huh.
since I've actually started this server. So I just sat there, followed the rules and everything, and then on the day that it actually happened last Friday, I was sitting there at work or whatever, checked my phone or whatever when I went on break. Next thing you know, I've checked my Skype and I've got 50 messages from people saying congrats and stuff, and I'm like,
Nice.
did this really just happen?
So I asked this question of Weber Boy. So
I
how many
mean,
times did you ask to be made junior mod?
I actually don't think I've ever asked once. I'd probably have to look through all my logs, which is like a year's worth of logs, but I doubt it. And I'd also be careful going by that tree. There's a notorious lag chunk right there.
Oh, really? You have a
Yes.
lag chunk. So this chunk lags is what you're saying.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I need to get
Okay.
Master to look at that. It looks like Corrupt got hit pretty bad right there.
Oh, wow. I will stay away then. So
Yeah.
interesting. So that was Weber Boy's answer as well. which was that here I'm getting spammed with TP requests.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna toggle this off just so I can stop that.
All right.
So yeah, so Weber's response was the exact same. He's never ever asked for a junior mod position, and I have never ever asked for a junior mod position here either. And so I think for those of you watching this video, the question that I got asked most once I was made a junior mod was number one, how did you get to be a junior mod? And then number two, how can I get to be a junior mod?
Yeah,
And
I've gotten plenty of questions like that.
so what has been your answer?
My answer has just been pretty much just saying what I've done over the year, pretty much just follow the rules, help out players when you can, and if there's a question you can answer, answer it politely.
Exactly. And I would totally agree with that. So for those of you who are asking about, how do you become a mod? The number one answer I would say is don't go around begging all the mods to make you a junior mod or whatever. Don't ask to be staff. Typically people that ask that aren't mature enough to actually take on that position. And sometimes they want the power that comes with being a mod without understanding the responsibility or being capable of carrying it out. So,
Yes.
which takes me to your powers. So your brand new super mod powers. So,
Oh yeah.
how many people's chat have you changed color?
I actually cannot change chat color because only senior mods can do that.
Exactly, people. So, I've gotten asked. I'm sure you have as well. By for people that, hey, can you change my chat color or whatever it
Oh
is?
yeah.
And that's something that only senior mods can do, or
Oh yeah.
admins. So us junior mods, us lowly junior mods, we can't do that. What can we do?
What we can do is we can temp mute players for a certain amount of time. We can mute players permanently. We can jail players in most servers' jails, and I believe we can also kick players.
Yep. And there's one other kind of cool command that not everyone knows about. It's called BM info, and
Oh
BM info
yes.
really gives the history of a player. And so I'm just looking at your history right now. I had fun doing this with Weber, and so Weber had like a ban on there, and like a whole bunch of mutes and warnings. So you've actually been a pretty good boy. It looks like you've had one warning.
Yeah,
Um,
that one warning was from Kat when she was teaching me how to use the warning.
so she spoiled your perfect record.
Oh, yes, she
Oh,
did.
how evil, Cat! You're evil if you're watching this. Evil. So that's funny. So what that's useful for though is that we can look at a player who's causing trouble or whatever it is, and we can see if they've had any trouble in the past, and we use that to help guide the sorts of punishments that we might give out for some sort of issue that people are causing. So tell me, have you had to use these powers very often so far?
Within this week that I've been junior mod, I have actually had to mute, temp mute, and jail like a few players.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna list out names, but I've probably muted about 3, 4 players, temp muted about 3 or 4, and jailed like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably about the same for me. I don't know. I haven't played on Skyblock as I mentioned at all, but Factions is a rowdy bunch.
Oh,
Um,
of course. Late night I usually hop on Kit, and they're usually a little rowdy as well, so I usually kind of sit there, try to hide myself from the group, and kind of just watch chat for a while.
yeah. Oh wow, you guys got clear lag on this.
Oh yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen the clear lag. Factions doesn't use that, but cool. So in your short time being a mod here, what's your favorite thing about being a mod? What do you like most about it?
Um, well, I guess pretty much like a week before I got mod, a player posted a thread complaining about me over posting, like just like commenting on threads too much in his eyes. So I think my favorite part of being a mod is just being able to actually say that I have the excuse to spam the forums.
Yeah, because that's what you're kind of required to do that. Isn't that part of the requirements for mods is to take active part in the forums and
Oh
to
yes.
deal with moderation, with reports and other issues, appeals, that sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much my main goal for the forums has just been to get on that top post list along with everyone else where they've got like over 1,000 forum posts. So I'm at like 956 right now,
Yeah.
working for that big 1K.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you. It sounds like it's going to happen pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Well, I got myself when I was made mod last Friday with you. I got lots and lots of congratulations, but I had a few haters, and one in particular pointed out that I'd had like 50 posts or something like that,
Oh
and
yeah.
because I wasn't terribly active on the forums, but that's cool. That's good for you. So that's what you've liked most. What have you liked least about becoming a mod?
Probably just the fact of being asked every time I join a server, oh, when are the mod applications coming back, or how do I apply for mod?
Yeah,
And then also how do I get mod?
yeah,
Those questions are frequently asked, and I have to frequently say the same thing over and over again. There are no mod applications.
yeah.
Um, you get mod you can be a mod by not asking for mod
Right.
pretty much, and just
Yeah,
I
it's
was a mod for following the rules and helping other players.
yeah, yeah. I would totally agree. It's one of those things where you just kind of do the job, and that does not mean be a mini mod. That does not mean like pretend you're a mod. But if you are kind to people and you're helpful and you make the server a better place just by your actions, then I think that's the best thing you can do to be potentially asked to become part of the staff. So if you think about it, what uh, Pendar, the owner, wants, and what all the admins want, and what all the staff want, is for people to come and play and enjoy the server. And if you're helping that to happen, then I think that's a great way to show that you're kind of part of the team and that you will eventually, if you're patient and you show that patience, then you might be asked to become staff at some point. But
Oh yeah.
this video series is meant to kind of address that question because I've gotten it a lot too. And so, what better way to address the question than to talk to all the staff members who ultimately make the decisions about who becomes um, mods on the server?
Oh exactly.
So, yeah. Well, that's cool. Defective Claws. I gotta ask, where'd you get that name from?
That was actually I used to, before I played Minecraft, before I actually had money to buy a Minecraft account, for somehow I had money to buy RuneScape accounts or whatever, membership and stuff. So I used to play RuneScape quite often, and the name actually came from not the name actually was kind of inspired from RuneScape. I was just sitting there looking up for like RuneScape themed names or whatever, and I found a name generator. Next thing you know, I just was going through the name generator. Next thing you know, I find Defective Claws, and it just kind of stuck with me.
So, really, a random name generator, and it was kind of cool, and it's now part of you. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
So excellent. Well, is there anything that you'd like to share about being a mod that like any stories that you've experienced in this last week that have been of interest to you?
In this last week, I really don't think there is anything that's really been really fun or eventful. I'd really my biggest or like my I'd say what my favorite story would be way before I was mod, probably about when I was only like 3 4 months in on the server.
Well,
Was
tell us what was it?
all right. Once again, I was playing Skyblocks before everything reset and stuff, so I had a nice big island and stuff, and at that time I was like, just Skyblocks was life, so every single thing I did was just on Skyblocks. So I'd sit here and I'd play nonstop. Next thing you know, I had pretty much every item in the game, had a big shop, and so around that time or whatever was when the servers or whatever islands stopped. For some reason, the islands weren't producing the starter kits anymore. So after a while of noticing that players were having the problem with that, I sat there and took it in my own hands to take items from my own island and stuff, and kind of set up little starter kits for players that had that problem. So
Oh, that's awesome.
whenever I'd be on and someone would be saying that there's nothing in their chest, I'd sit there and take out like a few like simple starter things, like
Yeah.
a sapling of few, like a 10 like 5 bones and stuff, and I'd just get them on their way to starting their island.
Well, that's really cool. I think that's an awesome way to show that you're kind of a team player and that you're wanting to help not just say welcome to the server or whatever it is, but actually truly welcoming players by helping them to have a great experience on the server.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's what it's all about. Being staff, I think, is all about trying to get as many people as possible to have a great experience. And sometimes you have to, to mute or jail or ban somebody in order for everybody else to have a great experience. And that's really what it's all about. Um, and being able to do that even before you're a moderator by helping out with correct an issue with the server, starter kits or whatever. That's really cool. I will say during my time as an admin on a skyblock server, I found that very rarely did I actually need to go to my admin powers. Most of the things I could do were simply by answering questions and helping out, just as you described, to get people started and make sure they had a good time. So I think if
Yeah.
those people watching this, if you can help other players have a good time, and that means not harass them with how do I become staff or vote for me for staff or whatever it might be, but just help them have a good time, then there are plenty of players and plenty of staff online who will notice that over time if you're patient and maybe have a chance at becoming a member of the staff. Well,
Yeah,
cool.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So, anything else that you'd like to say to the world of YouTube out there before we bring this to an end?
Oh, I'd say since this is my debut on YouTube, hello. I am DefectiveClaws. Um, it's nice to meet all of you.
It's nice to meet all you. Well, congratulations on being made a junior mod here on mnb.net. And for those watching that would like to come join us, come over to mnb.net. You can meet Defective Claws and other moderators on the various servers and have lots of fun with us. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and see you soon. Bye.